All right, students have learned two ways in order to round numbers. Okay, so rounding is a skill that's going to help them with estimating. So the first way was the homework that came home on Thursday. That is where they have a number line. And let's say if I'm rounding 63, I have my number line. I know that 63 falls between 60 and 70 in the tens because I'm rounding to the nearest 10. My middle point is 65. Anything at this middle point or beyond rounds to 70. Anything before 65 rounds to 60. So I place 63 on the number line. And it is before 65, so it rounds to 60. The other way is through a rhyme, which I taught them. So this is using the place value in order to round the number. So let's use our same number first, 63, and then we'll use a different one to show when we round up. So the rhyme is, mark your place, look next door, 5 or greater, add one more. Numbers in front stay the same, numbers behind, zero's their name. So now let's go through the steps. Mark your place means that I'm marking to the place that I'm rounding to. I'm rounding to the tens place. So I mark the tens place. Look next door. I look down a place value, so I'm looking at the ones. 5 or greater, add one more. 3 is less than 5, so I'm not going to add one more. That means my 6 stays a 6. Numbers in front, there's nothing in front, stay the same. Numbers behind, that's my 3, zero's their name. This rhyme just helps them work through the steps of what it takes to round. So let's give an example where we would round up. So let's do 37. All right, I'm going to show the number line option first. 37 falls between 30 and 40. My midpoint is 35. 37 would be about here. It is past the 5, which means it's closer to 40. So 37 rounded to the nearest 10 is 40. Now doing it with the rhyme, here's my 37. Mark your place, look next door. 5 or greater, add one more. 7 is greater than 5. So I add 1 to the place that I marked. That means my 3 plus 1 is now 4. Numbers in front stay the same. There's nothing in front. Numbers behind, zero's their name. So that 7 becomes a 0. And that is how we round to the nearest tens place. Now, this gets a little different when we have a single digit number. So if I have the number 6 and I want to round it to the nearest 10, on my number line, 6 is between 0 and 10 when you count by tens. My midpoint is 5. So because 6 would be about here on the number line, it rounds to 10. That is my nearest 10. When we do the rhyme with this, I told the students to put a 0 in the tens place. That way they have something to mark. They could also mark the empty space, but that 0 gives them something to visualize. So mark your place, look next door, 5 or greater, add one more. 6 is greater than 5, so I'm going to add 1 to my tens place. 0 plus 1 is 1. Numbers in front, there's nothing in front, stay the same. Numbers behind, which is my 6, zeros their name. So your student can choose either of these strategies to help them round their numbers to the nearest 10.